The Herald of Andraste. Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored to participate. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. Ah, Lady Vivienne, we met at last summer's ball. The Duke introduced us.
Indeed. I could not possibly forget the occasion.
The Lord Seeker is willing to hear our petition about closing the breach. A credit to our alliance with the Inquisition. Care to mark the moment? 10 Orlesian houses walk with you.
Yes. Never before has anyone purchased such an inspiring veneer of kinship. It's a grand day for genuine partnership and/or conditional servitude.
Yes, but I expect the Inquisition will still take the assistance. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'd divulge what finally got their attention. Rumor will, if you won't.
What do you mean?
The Lord Seeker won't meet us until he greets the Inquisition in person. Quite a surprise after the spat in Val Royeaux.
The Inquisition only asks the Lord Seeker help us close the breach.
Then it's all been arranged by your ambassador. Let the diplomats work their magic if you trust them. Between you and I, the Chantry never took advantage of their Templars. Wiser heads should steer them. Here we are, Verinfol Redoubt.
The Lord Seeker abandoned the White Spire to come here.
It appears they've sent someone to greet you. Present well. Everyone is a little tense for my liking.
The Lord Seeker changed his mind about us rather quickly. Is he known for that?
Knobs play nice when there's money in it. Not sure what a helm like him would want.
Can't point him out, I'm afraid. I've never met the man.
Oh. Thank you, Countess.
I present Knight Templar, Sir Delrin Barris, second son of Ban Jevrin Barris of Ferelden. Sir Barris, may I be so honored as to present Lord Esmeralda Abanage?
I'm the one who sent word to Cullen. He said the Inquisition works to close this breach in the Veil. I didn't think you'd bring such lofty company.
Paris. Moderate holdings, your family. And the second son?
This promise of status has garnered interest from the Lord Seeker. Beyond sense. The sky burns with magic, but he ignores all calls to action until your friends arrive.
Should a Seeker lead the Templars this way?
In an emergency, if there's no other recourse. But his goal should be to restore them to order.
He has taken command. Permanently.
If he feels there is a holy mandate.
That is what the Lord Seeker claims, and our commanders parrot him. The Lord Seeker's actions make no sense. He promised to restore the Order's honor, and marched us here to wait. Templars should know their duty, even when held from it.
About time one of you gobs said that.
Win over the Lord Seeker, and every able-bodied knight will help the Inquisition seal the breach.
That's why the Inquisition came, Sir Barris.
I'd tell you your chances, but the officers are a mystery lately. We've been asked to accept much, after that shameful display in Valroyo. Our truth changes on the hour.
Don't keep your betters waiting, Barris. There's important work for those born to it.
The Lord Seeker has a request before you meet him. These are the standards. An honored right centered on the people, the Maker, and the Order. The Lord Seeker asks that you perform the rite, so he may see the order in which you honor them.
What if I fail?
Well, there's no correct answer. The ritual simply shows Watchers who you are and what you value.
Fancy title aside, I don't actually command the Inquisition.
That doesn't seem to matter. The Lord Seeker changed everything to meet you. Not the Inquisition. You. By name.
Why?
I don't know. He's been fixated on you ever since your horde of nobles arrived.
The Lord Seeker makes us shuffle flags around. Refuse! Let's meet the man already.
We'll complete the ritual as the Lord Seeker requests.
When you've completed the rite, I'll take you to him. Once you finish the standards, the Lord Seeker will see you.
Hang your own draperies, knight. We've business to conduct. What does the Lord Seeker want to see, Templar?
The Herald's choice, Abanash, not yours.
He's welcome to it.
I thought the Inquisition were heretics and blasphemers.
Chantry and Andraste, Bride of the Making, Lady of Light. I don't understand the order. I'm afraid this has a higher purpose.
Fitting place for Our Lady.
That's the one we heard about.
Traditionally, a participant in the rite now explains their choices to those assembled.
This was a question of what I believe. I let faith guide my answers.
On a whim? If it wasn't to impress the Lord Seeker, why bother at all?
I suppose those are your intentions.
My intent is to deal with people who matter. You helmed louts are wasting the Inquisition's time, and my time. Unacceptable!
The Lord Seeker awaits you both. Follow me.
Misty again. Cold today, too.
You're the one who said following the Lord Seeker would bring us to a better place.
Should we have stayed with the Chantry? They're like chickens with their heads cut off.
I'm still waiting for the Lord Seeker to reveal his grand plan for the Order.
It's necessary, you know. You don't run a battlefield by committee.
Without faith, you've no knights. You've... Knight Captain.
You were expecting the Lord Seeker. He sent me to die for you.
Knight Captain, Lord Esmerel Abernash, honored. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. No doubt rank puts you above such things. A pity more people don't understand that.
This is the grand alliance the Inquisition offers.
Lord Abernash, it might be wise to give the Knight Captain some distance.
You're a silver tongue. I won't let you claim the knight and his captain. Knight Captain Denham.
The Lord Seeker had a plan, but the Herald ruined it by arriving with purpose. It sowed too much dissent.
Knight Captain, I must know what's going on.
You are all supposed to be changed. Now we must purge the questioning knights.
really is that?
The Elder One is coming. No one will leave Therenfar who is not stainedly red.
Make us breath.
Now we're all together.
What's the Lord Seeker done? Is the Knight Captain alive?
Barely. If you use a healing elixir, he may survive. If he even deserves it.
We'll heal him. Let's judge the Knight Captain after we find his master.
He hardly deserves our charity.
The Knight Captain's keys. I would question the Lord Seeker about this Elder One.
They are monstrous. We all noticed. It's horrible. Make it take you. What the?
What are these things?
Templars.
That's shite!
I know.
Just let me do it.
Prepare them. Guide them to me.
Was that the Lord Seeker?
Where? I do not hear anything.
I would know you. You will be so much more. Show me what you are.
Well, fools. I don't know what's happening. All the officers have been turned into those things.
Andraste, it's time we became better acquainted. What do you think to accomplish? What will you become?
Is this shape useful? Will it let me know you? Everything tells me about you. So will this. Watch.
A demon? Am I supposed to scream in terror next?
Scream in terror next?
Being you will be so much more interesting than being the Lord Seeker. Do you know what the Inquisition can become? You'll see. When I'm done, the Elder One will kill you and ascend. Then I will be you.
Who or what is this Elder One?
He is between things. Mortal once, but no longer. Glory is coming, and the Elder One wants you to serve him like everyone else, by dying in the right way.
Keep talking, then.
I am not your toy. I am Envy, and I will know you. Tell me, Herald, in your mind. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel.
Tell me what you see.
Our one chance to make peace between the mages and Templars, and now it's over. You're lying! You think me a fool? Explain this. Do you deny it? Do you dare deny your crime?
Our enemies have surrendered unconditionally.
The Inquisition's strength rivals any kingdom invaders.
Our reach begins to match my ambition, but we will strive for more.
my words, demon.
Are you bothered by imperfection?
Chose the Chantry's flag for the standards. Is it important? Will you grieve when the Elder One topples it?
The Herald saved all of us. Our army can tear down a kingdom.
No force matches ours for strength.
Do you see how glorious my Inquisition will be after you die at the hands of the Elder One?
You're hurting, helpless, hasty. What happens to the hammer when there are no more nails?
What are you? Get out! This is my place!
Wait. Envy is hurting you. Mirrors on memories. A face it can feel but not fake. I want to help. You, not envy.
Who are you? I've seen you before, have I?
I've been watching. I'm Cole. We're inside you. Or I am. You're always inside you. It's easy to hear, harder to be a part of what you're hearing. But I'm here, hearing, helping, I hope. Envy hurt you, is hurting you. I tried to help, then I was here, in the hearing. It's not usually like this.
The least I can ask is that things make sense in my own head.
It never works like that. I was watching. I watch. Every Templar knew when you arrived. They were impressed, but not like the Lord Seeker.
The Lord Seeker is an envy demon. It wants to be me.
Yes. It twisted the commanders, forced their fury, their fight. They're red inside. Anyway, you're frozen. Envy is trying to take your face. I heard it and reached out. And then in. And then I was here.
How is my body frozen back in the waking world?
Thoughts are fast. We're here. Outside, a blade is still falling, hanging in the air like a sunset.
If no time's passing, does that mean I'm safe?
No. It would be good if you got out.
All right, Cole. If you really want to help, how do I get out?
It's your head. I hoped you'd know how to stop it.
Well, I don't.
All of this is envy. People, places, power. If you keep going, envy stretches. It takes strength to make more. Being one person is hard. Being many, too many, more and more, and envy breaks down. You break out.
So if we keep moving in my head, we tire envy into submission.
Maybe. I hope it helps. It's more than sitting here waiting to lose your face. This way. Ideas are loud here. Make them louder. Think of water.
Think of water?
Yes.
Ben can't help you. I will see more. Betrayed allies will curse your name. Like the first Inquisition, you will bring blood and ruin and fear.
Unless you don't. You don't have to. None of this is real unless you let it be.
Get out, thing! I am learning!
The prisoner failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
What do you say to your crimes, heretic?
This is a farce. I demand justice.
Have it. Take her to the gallows.
The people will turn against a despot, demon.
I will clear their doubt. As herald, the lash will follow my word.
Baron, do you confess to conspiring against the Herald of Andraste?
I confess nothing. The Inquisition took my land and turned out my family.
Then your sons will be executed in the absence of a declaration of guilt.
What? They're just children.
Where is the Herald? Let that tyrant charge me to my face.
Heresy against the Inquisition is the only charge we need.
I am a Grand Cleric of the Chantry.
You are a threat to the peace. The more of you in here, the better.
It's dark, but it isn't real. Think of sparks. Keep going up. You're more you there than you are envy, and that tires it out.
Good, I think.
I haven't seen enough. What are you doing?
There weren't enough of them, boy. Val Royaux is burning. The Herald March is here next, bringing even more demons.
I saw your other lies, and I'll escape this one too.
Determination. Such a useful trait.
You're letting the Herald see more to sketch his shapes, but what he sees makes him stronger.
Quiet! You wish to be difficult? Then see the legacy of the Inquisition. Its followers hosts to demons, your world ashes. Show me what you do with them.
Or don't. It can't make you, not anymore. You're getting too strong.
Shut up, thing!
Almost there. Keep going up. What then? You're making it hard for Envy to think. It'll probably come out soon. It's Envy, but that's okay. So are you.
I think we've escaped it.
Venerable is overrun. They say it is fallen, and that it is besieged by the demons that took Val Royaux.
Almost there. Keep going up.
Away from there!
almost there. Keep going up.
Die!
Unfair, unfair! That thing kept you whole! Kept you from giving me your shape!
What could you gain from being me?
What could you gain? What? Ah! We'll start again. More pain this time. The Elder One still comes.
It's frightened of you.
Get out of...
The Lord Seeker!
No, an imposter.
That monster ensured we weren't prepared. I still don't know what we're up against.
Did anyone else see a young man appear beside me?
What young man?
Pale, strangely dressed. He was with me.
I saw no one. The Lord Seeker was alone when you revealed his true nature.
I'm sorry. An envy demon replaced the Lord Seeker.
Envy? Then the Lord Seeker...
is caged or dead. Maker. It used the red lyrium to corrupt the Order, didn't it? I knew that miserable stuff was risky. They often give us new kinds of lyrium, our commanders. Some used the red stuff first to prove it was harmless. The Knights would have been next. That demon turned our leaders so we couldn't question when this started.
I can tell you firsthand, it's a clever liar. Bring your best to stop it.
Our best. Templar, what is envy?
A coward, brother!
It studies, makes less mistakes, but most of all, it hides.
We need our veterans. Our commanders have turned, but the lieutenants may still be fighting. We'll hold the hall. You find the lieutenants and the uncorrupted lyrium stores. Bring them here, and I'll give you envy. Show those things no mercy.
We'll keep the hall, Herald of Andraste.
The Elder One wants her dead. Empress Celine. He hates her, haunts her, wants her dead, but hides. Why? He hid other things too.
An assassination plot against the Empress?
I wonder why this Elder One wants her dead.
I hear fighting. We should return to the Great Hall.
How many Red Templars have you fought?
Some broke through to siege the hall. More will...
I hear fighting. We should return to the Great Hall.
Here. The untainted lyrium Barrist holds.
thing with Commander Terry. I can't.
What happened to them?
Regroup with Barris. He'll explain the plan.
Good luck.
That's all of them. Back to your posts.
Free to pass. I hope you're what they say.
You live.
Will explain.
Fight well.
fighting. We should return to the Great Hall.
It's good to see you alive, Harold.
Head back to the main hall. We'll meet you there.
Of course.
That's all of you. Back to your posts. Right. Keep them off us! We'll break this beast!
Red Templars, coming through the barrier.
much of you. But you are selfish with your glory. Now I'm no one.
Dark and desperate. Death to make yourself alive. I used to be like you. I'm not anymore. You shouldn't be either. Trying to hide. Silence.
So much of you. But you are selfish with your glory. Now I'm no one.
Dark and desperate. Death to make yourself alive. I used to be like you. I'm not anymore. You shouldn't be either. Trying to hide.
Silence! Knows you better than I, Trevelyan. What you gain from me? Everything. It's due to me. Now no one will have you.
demon is dead. Andraste be praised, she shielded you from its touch. We've numbers across Thedas, but we let this happen. Our officers either failed to see it, or were complicit. The Templars are ready to hear what the Inquisition needs of us.
You need to hear this, to feel the truth in your hearts. I am the will of Our Lady, manifest. I am the Herald of Andraste. She sent me to remind you of your sacred duty. A shield against dark magic. Knights who will end the breach.
We will not deny Our Lady's will. Not anymore. But the Order is leaderless, gutted by betrayal. We must rebuild it.
Your order is a symbol that holds the people's respect. That cannot die today. We offer you an alliance. Supplies, weapons, grounds to shelter you. All we ask is you help us close the breach.
Do we take the Inquisition's terms, brothers and sisters? The Templars will come. I hope your stronghold is ready.
We'll be ready for anyone willing to throw their hat in with us.
Officers betraying their soldiers, Templars without leaders, a demon imitating the Lord Seeker. We should have taken them to task. The crimes they've committed.
Were committed by their officers. The soldiers of the Order will serve.
These crimes put them at our mercy. Yet, the terms of this alliance do not benefit the Inquisition as they should. You should have consulted us, Herald.
We still need to prepare for them. I have contacts in the lyrium trade. Regular lyrium.
If you'd be so kind as to put me in touch with them, I'll secure funding. How many Templars are expected? A few dozen veterans are coming ahead of the rest to help seal the breach.
How soon until these veterans arrive?
They're almost here. Templars don't like to be late.
Wait!
I came with you to help. I would have told you before, but you were busy.
That's fine, Cole. You just startled us, peering out of thin air.
I wasn't air. I was here. You didn't see me. Most people don't until I let them.
Call the guards. This creature is not what you...
A moment, please, Cassandra. I would like to hear why he came.
You help people. You made them safe when they would have died. I want to do that. I can help.
Why and how would you help the Inquisition?
The hole in the sky is too loud for spirits to think. It's pulling, pushing out pain. I want to stop it.
How altruistic of you.
I want to help. I can be hard to see. I can kill things that would hurt people. I won't get in the way.
Cole saved my life in Therinfall. I couldn't have defeated Envy without him.
But what does he want now?
I think he really is trying to help.
I won't be in the way. Tiny, no trouble. No notice taken unless you want them to.
You're not honestly suggesting we give him run of the camp?
Not freely, perhaps, but it seems a waste to... Hold on.
Where did he go?
It's a good trick. You get used to it.
We must see if he can teach it to anyone else. I'll have people watch the boy. But let's not be distracted from the breach.
We'll need your help when the Templar veterans arrive. Take time to prepare while you can.
It is good that you salvaged as many Templars as you did, my dear. We will need every Templar, but they will require proper management. We also need to increase our lyrium supplies considerably. The Chantry may still have stockpiles we can use.
We likely need more than they have. Our enemies have magic that can rip open the Fade.
Indeed. We may need Josephine to open negotiations with the dwarves directly. The breach has done more than disfigure the sky. The veil itself is broken. All mages, no matter how skilled, are now in danger of drawing demons to them. Before this crisis is over, you may find that Templars, flawed as they may be, are all that stand between us and chaos.
It's a good idea to plan for trouble.
I'm glad you understand. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivian.
Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
And yet, however much we may wish it, we are not like everyone else. Anyone can see that a chevalier is armed and dangerous, and they can see when his blade is about to strike. But can you spot a mage coming? And if he arrives at your stoop, can he leave his magic at the door? It's something to consider, my dear. I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
The Circle had plenty of problems, but it's an institution we sorely need.
I wish more people understood the truth of this. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Once this is over, the task of speaking for the Maker will be the Chantry's problem again.
That's reassuring to hear. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you. Yes?
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Mont-Simar while still an apprentice.
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up at court here.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine.
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
Do you think that you and I might, someday...
I don't see how that benefits me in the slightest, my dear. Yes?
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the Circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt. Yes?
Do you think that you and I might, someday...
I don't see how that benefits me in the slightest, my dear.
Apothecary.
It's about damn time.
At least we've got Inquisition troops out at Redcliffe.
Speak only the word. Sing only the charm. Heaven has been filled with silence. I knew then, and crossed my heart. My maker, you were the sky. When there was no earth, you were the earth. When there was nothing, you were
Something must be done, immediately.
Nothing will be done.
Commander Cullen said the same thing. It's an outrage. There are mages here we know are guilty of heinous crimes. You would let that pass?
Yes, as will you. We are not here to coddle the Order. You are an ally. Act like one.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The Templars need to learn they have other uses than hunting mages. It's not easy for them. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor. Yes?
May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
What influence does Chancellor Roderick really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
How big a problem could he be?
No more than he is already. He sent his message to the College of Clerics. That is the only card he had to play. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinian?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the conclave.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of Divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new Divine could expect such obedience now.
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
If you ask my opinion, it is. Absolutely. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So what should that new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
Thank you.